This is Chris from ElectroFame. So today is a review of the Star S5000, which is a very cheap phone running Android 4.11, and this is a dual-core smartphone. So this is actually a smartphone for people maybe tight on the budget, or other people who just want to try a smartphone for the first time, for example, or even for work. So this is what we get in the package. The box is same like Star as usual, so we can open it. So we have the smartphone here inside, so we'll get back to it very soon. Otherwise, inside of the box, so we have a user manual, everything in English, so no problem. We have two batteries inside, so they're both 2100 mAh. We have some earphones, okay, with control torque and 3.5mm jack and a holder. Then we have a USB charger. So this is an EU plug, but we can provide you with a US or UK plug when you check out on our website at electrofame.com. And we also have the last item, which is actually a USB cable. USB, micro USB, okay. So that's it, and as usual with Star, usually we have an extra item, and this is a case. So this is a cover case basically. Alright. So that's it basically for the three items, and let's have a look at the phone then. So this is the Star S5000. So this is basically a clone of the Galaxy S3, Samsung Galaxy S3, and so this phone has a 4.8 so QHD screen on it and Android 4.1. So people might wonder if it's actually an exact clone of the S3. So for that, for example, we have here an old case of a Samsung Galaxy S3. So if we check it inside, we can see that this fits actually perfectly on it. So we have tried on very hard plastic cases, and it was not fitting exactly. So we advise you to use this kind of half soft shell or completely soft, just in case. It's not exactly the same like the Samsung Galaxy S3, but it's extremely close to the exact dimensions. Okay, so this is it. So basically, let's have a look at the phone here. So we have, of course, the camera and the sensor here, the speaker. On the bottom we have the back button, the home button, the setting button, and the back button. On the bottom here we have actually the USB and the microphone. On the side we have the volume button, and on the other side we have the power button, and on the top the 3.5mm jack, and here to open it. And on the back we have actually the camera, which is an 8 megapixels camera with the speaker here and the flash and autofocus. And what I miss by that is like here, of course, the camera here is actually 0.3 megapixels, sorry, and the two sensors we will see what the for later on. So that's for the shape of the phone. So it's all plastic on it, glossy plastic. So if we take off the shelf to see what's going on inside, so we can see that actually usually it's the SD card, SIM cards, everything on the top, and on this one is actually pretty surprising. It's all on the bottom here. So we can have a look. So we have two SIM cards, one WCDMA GSM and one GSM, and one TF card up to 16 gigabytes. Okay, so basically this is it. So the speaker is not on the bottom like a lot of other phones, but this is actually on the back. And here we can even notice this stuff here. So this is actually for NFC. So you can actually maybe buy like a special as I say, a special chipset, so this kind of spare parts that you can plug right away on it, and you can fix it on your back cover, and then you will have access to NFC actually, if you want to enable NFC on your smartphone. Okay, so that was just for the Geek Touch. So we can now actually put the battery on and get started and to see what's going on this phone. And turn it on. Here we go. So we can see what's going on right away. So this is Android 4.11. So we first have here the toggles actually. So we can see that we have the usual one. Okay. So you can choose the sound and you can activate the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPU and data connection. We can have access right away to the settings. So here you can see that we have the SIM management because we have 2 SIM cards possible. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, data. Oh, sorry. So data, Bluetooth, data usage more as usual. We have the airplane mode, VPN, tethering, hotspot, mobile networks, audio profiles. If you want to change the ringtone, the display, nothing really fancy. Just the brightness. Here we can see this is set up to the maximum for this review, so you can change actually the auto rotation, sleep, wallpaper, and the calibration of some sensors. The storage here, this is actually a 4 GB smartphone. Okay, so we advise you to install a SIM card, SD card inside, just for being more free. So I already told you for the battery, this is a 2100 mAh battery, which will allow you largely to survive for a full day. The location services here for the GPS. Okay, so we will make a test out of it, so we can activate just everything. Okay, the languages inputs. So here we can see all languages available on this smartphone. The list is pretty huge, as usual by Star. So then, backup reset, of course, the Google account. So you can install your Google account on it, date, time, schedule, power, and on and off. Sorry, accessibility, developer options for the people who just want to modify a bit more the smartphone. And then we have about the phone here, we can check everything. So this is Android 4.11 Jelly Bean. So now to verify actually everything, we can have a look quick at that. Have a look at here at the fingerprint, so we can see this is really Android 4.11, okay, on it. So now we can go back and let's launch actually AnTuTu X benchmark. So AnTuTu is actually an app with which allows you to test performances of your device and get a score out of it. So here we already did it for you and we get a score of 8,519, which is a very low score, but however, the specifications and the price, of this smartphone are very low as well. So this is normal. So we can have a quick look at what is going on inside. So for example, we have the MediaTek 6577, which is an old processor, but still running pretty well. The GPU is a PowerVR SGX 531, which was common a while ago on some devices. The resolution is only 1960 by 540, but a lot of smartphones still use that. 8 megapixels on the back, which is quite great. Also, we have 1 GB of RAM, and 4 gigabytes of internal memory. So this is a dual core processor clocked at 1 gigahertz. We have 240 dpi on it. The front camera is 0.3 megapixels, and otherwise for the sensors we can see here we have the acceleration sensor, the light sensor, and the proximity sensor. So here the two sensors we have is the light and proximity basically. So we can go back now, and we can have a look quick on the go is actually, do we have a root access on this smartphone? So we just launch it and sort these devices and have proper root access, so we can easily see that if you want to change the Android version on it, you will first have to root this smartphone, okay? So then we have a shot at the multi-touch, so we put all fingers on it and we get 5 touch. This is actually a IPS screen, 5 touch capacitive screen, okay? Then so I won't show you the GPS just because it's very weak inside of the house. However, we went outside and it was working quite well, but it's still pretty slow compared to other smartphones that we have seen before. Otherwise, now what we want to see is actually a video in order to test the sound and how it renders. So for that, we can easily go to the phone storage, and I've downloaded like a video for you, so we turn up the sound, okay? So let's see how it goes. So the sound here we can see is actually, is actually a bit blurry, I mean like oversaturated, and can hear it. So we advise to actually put the sound just a bit louder, and then it's fine. So the screen is a normal QHD screen, okay? So you will still be able to enjoy movies on it without any trouble. If you are looking for very good bass and intense sound and very beautiful, I advise you to pass through that and to check out the smartphones. But for the people who are just who don't have very kind of picky needs, this is perfect. Okay, so we can go back. This is just to show you that actually you can easily play a video on it without any trouble at all, and otherwise the sound isn't the best we could have found in a smartphone, but for the price we cannot ask better for sure. So now let's have a look actually at the gaming performances. So we already know that this is an old processor on it and an old graphic processor. So let's see on Asphalt 8 how does it go, if it's lagging or not, and what is happening basically, okay? So we can easily see right now that it is already lagging. So you can easily see that you won't be able actually to play the latest games available on the Play Store. You see now this is extremely lagging. It's still playable, but it's not like you will enjoy like other smartphones. Regarding the specs, it's still surprising that you can still play it and not lagging so hard. can see that this is still possible to do something. Okay. So that's it. No point to go any further. Okay. So that was just to show you that actually the latest games available on the Play Store will be very hard to play. So we advise you. So this is on a smartphone for big gamers for sure. So otherwise, one of the last point too I want to show you is actually the different applications you have inside. So we can see this is like a normal Android version. So with contacts, the phone, messaging, the browser, music gallery, calendar, everything, camera, FM radio, sound recorder, navigation from Google, the Play Store, so you can download all your favorite applications without any problem at all. You have Google Maps on it, the clock, documents to go to if you want to work on Microsoft Office, for example. Otherwise, we have the flashlight too, and Google settings, and of course the voice search and local, for example, Google Talk. So that's it. And the last thing actually we should have a look at is the camera itself. So this is 8 megapixels. So let's see what's going on with this camera. So we can launch it and we can take a picture of this little device for SD card. So let's see what's going on. So here we go. So, sorry about the reflection, very bad today. So we see that here it is not too bad at all actually for the camera. For 8 megapixels, and here on the screen a resolution of 960 by 540 is actually pretty good. So this is actually a very good point on this smartphone. So the camera is actually really not too bad at all. So you will be able to make some very good pictures with that. No problem at all. Okay, so this is basically it for the Star S5000 clone of the Samsung Galaxy S3. So to make a quick summary, this is an Android 4.11 smartphone with a MediaTek 6577 processor, clocked on 1 GHz, dual core of course, PowerV RSG X531 GPU, 1 GB of RAM, 4 GB of RAM, 960 by 540 for the resolution, 0.3 on the front and 8 megapixels on the back. 3 different sensors and 4.8 inches QHD, up to 16 gigabytes SD card inside, 2 SIM cards, and the battery is 2100 mAh. Okay, so this is what you get with the Star S5000. So if you have any questions regarding this smartphone, please feel free to leave a comment below this video and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, if you want to purchase or get more info on this smartphone, feel free to visit our website at www.electrofame.com. And until then, I hope you enjoy it and see you later for the next review then. Bye bye!